Let's go and put a new button inside the scene. That way we're not using the previous one, which may be the scene loader for it. We have an option here on this one, which was the loading a level. The second one next to it is the same one that's inside of goal, and we're going to hold off on until we get to the start position tile type. But just to make a mental note here for you, is that this one basically says when you go into a scene, which goal did you hit, and then where am I supposed to start. So if you had a hub spot where you had like 6 or 7 places where the player could leave from and come back to, you'd be using this thing as part of it to work with it. And when we get to the start position tile type, we'll go over that one. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to our GUI type. And the GUI type, again, you can actually switch at runtime all the different ones. I don't know if it's set up like initially to reinitialize them, but the end goal would be to be able to change them whenever you want to. Currently it's on a button, but if you wanted it to be a panel and a button, the image and I believe text input, text input, HUD pop-up, and scroll bar, they're here, but they don't really work. They don't actually go to any code that's set to do anything more than just simply do like a button. The joystick actually works as a joystick. There's no output to it though, so if you're trying to connect it up, you're not going to have a direct connection to it. But as if, for instance, if I was to say this button is now going to be joystick, we could go over to our joystick, and then you can have the options for how the joystick is going to actually work. And then we could say this can be 8 directional. There's a distance out that you can drag it to. I think it's going to be representative of 2 tiles at the moment. But if we were to push play, and what the end goal is, we're currently in the beta side, but the end goal is going to be that all of your control scheme is actually done through the GUI. The GUI then becomes the main way to actually control button, joystick, mouse, keyboard, and everything. That way when you set up a character to move around, you set it up once and it's then set up for every device and every type of input. But for instance with this one, notice I now have a circular joystick. When I click on it and drag it around, I can only drag it within that 2 range. It had the fader on it right now, so it might be a little bit of a kind of a buggy kind of thing on it. When I click it, it'll show and then disappear. Alright, but that one, just to kind of give you an idea that there are different properties to them. The ones to focus on though right now, the ones that we know that are going to give you some good results in terms of the GUI type, I would say stick to the panel, the button, and the image. These are going to be the strongest ones. The other ones will be kind of a little funny, at least at this moment. And as we get through and we have these where they're closer to being ready, we'll be sure to let you know, and let you know to try these out, test them, let us know what you think. Alright, so that's going to finish off just the GUI type, and then we'll jump around on some of these here that are actually functioning and walk through those.